Hey y'all, Nico here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Nico. Today's video is yoga for those who stand for long periods of time. There are a lot of people who have jobs where they stand for long periods of time. I can identify with that myself. A lot of you know I have another job as a DJ, and I'm standing for 5-6 hours at a time, and it definitely can have a toll on your body. It can take a toll on your body. From what I was reading, people who stand for long periods of time suffer from back pain, low back pain, pain in their feet, and also neck and shoulder pain. So we're going to go through a quick sequence that helps to target some of these areas. So hopefully they can help your body open up. If you live in a stiff body, go ahead and grab a pillow, and we'll use the pillow to help us modify and get into poses. And let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with a little bit of breathing. So just come to an easy seated position, whatever that is for you. If that is legs crossed, that's fine. You can also extend your legs to straight. I know a lot of people who live in tight bodies can often have issues with their hips being tight and coming to poses like easy pose, Sukhasana. So you can grab your pillow and bring it underneath your hips to give you some elevation and help open your hips up. You may need to grab a couple if you have a pretty flat pillow like me, but this should help you to open these hips up and get into the position. So hands rest on the knees. We'll just take a couple deep breaths. You can close your eyes down or just lower your gaze to the floor. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, on your next inhale, drop your right hand down to the ground beside you and let your left ear fall to your left shoulder for a neck stretch here. And you can stay just like this, or use your left hand very gently, rest it on the side of the head without pulling on the head or the neck. Our hand is just acting as a weight to deepen our neck stretch. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. You can stay like this or rest your right hand gently on the side of your head just to create a little bit of weight here. Deepen the stretch in the neck space. Good. Inhale. Exhale, release the right hand. Let's come up on hands and knees. Our hands will come underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. Bring your big toes together, your knees wide. Extend the arms forward. And we'll start to bring our hips back towards our heels for child's pose. Now you can bring that pillow underneath the hips. If sitting back is hard, you can also keep the hips lifted and come to a puppy pose instead. Do whatever works for you. Listen to your body throughout the practice. If it doesn't feel good, modify or skip the pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Let's come back to a table position, hands and knees. We'll bring our fingers nice and wide. And we'll move into some cat-cow to help loosen up our spine and help with that lower back pain. So bring the top of the toes flat as we move into cat. So for cat, we'll flip our tailbone upward. Lift the chin. Nice open chest here. And for cow, we will exhale, round the spine, bring the chin down to the chest and tuck the toes under. Good. Let's take an inhale, arch the spine, flip the tailbone up, lift the chin, untuck the toes. Exhale, round the spine, chin down to the chest, tuck the toes. Good. So let's move in out of these two positions a few more times. Inhale, arch the spine, untuck the toes. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the toes. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to a neutral spine and keep the toes tucked. And we'll start to rock back and forth. So we're using this position to stretch out our feet. You can walk the hands back a little bit. That way we can get more into the heels. More of a stretch in the heels and the arches of the feet. And if you feel comfortable, you can keep the toes tucked and sit back on the feet. But if not, you can stay with that rocking back and forth motion. You can also bring a pillow behind the knees, underneath the legs to help you get into this position if you need to. Take an inhale. Exhale. Shift your weight back forward. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up and back for down dog. Now, if down dog is a lot for you, stay down on your knees and extend your arms out for puppy pose instead. And we'll pedal our feet out. We're trying to keep our spine long in our down dog. So if you're forward in your down dog, bend your knees, press back. Keep your heels lifted if that means your spine will stay long. If you're comfortable with your heels down and you can keep your spine long, you can come to that position too. When you're ready, we'll walk the feet up behind the hands. Or however you get there is fine, coming up to a forward fold. So bring a deep bend into your knees, grab your elbows, and we'll just hang. And let's spend a few breaths here, spending some time here, making sure we get a nice release in that lower back. You can rock side to side. Let there be a nice deep bend in those knees. Good. Release the elbows. Bring a deeper bend into your knees. Tuck the chin to your chest. Roll up to standing. Bring those arms with you. Inhale up. And then we'll reach over to the right side. So just letting your hands meet. Both hands reach over to the right. Come to center. Inhale. Exhale, reach to the left. Get a nice side stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Good. From here, bring a deep bend into your knees. Bring the hands flat. We'll walk the feet back, coming to a plank, and then lower the knees straight down for a table pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Float the hips back. Come back to child's pose. Bringing the hips all the way back towards the heels, or keeping the hips lifted and coming to puppy pose. Good. And from here, we're going to give our shoulder a little stretch. So take the right arm, flip the palm upward, and thread it underneath the left arm. Right ear, right shoulder, come down to the ground. A couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, extend that right arm back out. We'll thread the left arm underneath. Left ear, left shoulder, come down to the ground. Nice shoulder stretch here. Inhale. Exhale, extend the left arm back out. We'll float our body back up to a table position and gently make our way down to a seat, extending those legs out in front. Go ahead and flex the toes back towards you. Sitting nice and tall. Think about rotating the tops of your thighs inward slightly, so just making sure we come to a full seat. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, keep the spine long as you start to hinge your body forward. And then once you start to feel the stretch, just let your arms fall down. Getting a nice stretch here. If you can reach your feet, feel free. And if you want to round your spine here, you can, and we'll get a stretch all the way up in the upper back too. Okay, inhale. Exhale, roll back up to a seated position. Bring those feet flat on the ground. Scoot your hips close to your heels, and we'll make our way down to our back. So just hug your knees into your chest to start, or bring them in as close as you can. Rocking side to side a little bit. Help us massage our lower back. You can move those knees in a circle too. We'll release the knees, bring the feet flat on the ground. Let's cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Keep the right foot flexed here. Now this may be enough for you. You can stay here. If you feel okay, bring the hands behind the thigh or behind the shin. Pull the knee in towards the chest, giving us a nice hip stretch, a stretch along the IT band. This also can help with our lower back pain too. Inhale. Exhale, release the left leg. Uncross the right ankle. Let's cross a left ankle over right knee. Staying just like this. Or grabbing behind the right thigh or the right shin. Pull the right knee in towards your chest. Keep that left foot flexed to protect your knee. It's also a good knee stretch here. The best way to get the most benefits out of yoga is to be consistent. So if you can do this stretch every day, that'll help you the most. Inhale. Exhale, release the right leg. Uncross the left ankle. Let's extend the legs to straight. Sweep the arms up overhead. And then let the hands come over to the right side. So think about bending your body to the right. And then we're going to let our feet come over towards the right too, making a banana shape with our body. This is called Bananasana. Inhale. Exhale. Reach over to the left side this time. Feet come over to the left. Bananasana to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Let's hug the knees into the chest one last time. Rock side to side. And then release to Savasana or corpse pose. So feet to reach the bottom corners of the mat. Arms rest at your sides, palms facing upward. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And come back to your natural breath. And if you want to stay here a little longer, I recommend you stay here for at least 2 minutes, relaxing and breathing. You can turn this video off now. Otherwise, that completes our yoga stretch for people who are on their feet a lot, people who stand all day. I hope this video helped you out. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think, especially if you are new to yoga or new to these type of stretches. I really would like to know how this video worked for your body. If you live in a stiff body, leave a comment down below. Let me know how your experience was. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. Peace and love.